IAABO has a proud, more than century-old heritage of excellence. But what does IAABO do for you as an individual member, and for groups we call boards? This presentation will answer those questions. Let's find out what IAABO does for you. First, we will have a look at our purpose and structure. What's our why? Then we will see the benefits that our members receive, the benefits that our boards receive. And lastly, we will touch on the value of your membership, what it's worth. Our purpose. What's our why? Drawn directly from our Constitution and bylaws, IAABO's stated purposes are as follows: educate, train, develop, and provide continuous instruction for basketball officials. Promote the welfare of the game of basketball, its players and officials. Maintain the highest standard of basketball officiating. Encourage the spirit of fair play and sportsmanship. Have available at all times an adequate number of thoroughly trained and capable officials. And cooperate with all organizations officially connected with the game of basketball in furthering its interests and ideals. Simply put, we are a training organization. We develop and provide training materials for our members and member boards, with the goal of producing the best basketball officials in the world. This organizational chart shows how we are structured. Our Board of Trustees is composed of 16 voting members, and the Executive Director reports directly to them. The Executive Director, along with the Director of Membership and Technology, and the Director of Learning and Development, are each responsible for different committees and branches of the organization. This plurality of leadership ensures the organization's best interests are always kept at the forefront. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of our member benefits. Here is a partial list of the benefits our members receive with their IAABO membership. Some may be familiar to you, and some may not. We will address each of these in greater detail in this video. First and foremost is our dedicated office staff. Felix Adio is our Executive Director. Donnie Epley is our Director of Membership and Technology, and TJ Halliday is our Director of Education and Development. If you have any questions or concerns, one of these three will be able to assist you, as someone is usually available 24/7, 365. Don't hesitate to reach out to them. They're here to help. Next is our website and app. Our website is currently undergoing a major revamp. Stay tuned for the new launch. In the meantime, our existing site is still functional as it always has been. We have a dedicated password-protected members area, as well as an interpreters area and area for our board secretaries, where you will find a plethora of tools. We will have a look at some of those tools in greater detail a little later. Our app is called RefHQ and is available on both Google Play and the Apple App Store. It hosts mobile versions of many of our printed publications, putting them at your fingertips, even when you're on the go. You can access a mobile version of the pregame conference, the positioning checklists, the scorers and timers instructions, as well as the equipment, uniforms, and apparel document. There is also an optional fee-based quiz to test your rules knowledge. Included in your membership is liability insurance with $1 million in coverage. This is valid for any level of basketball game that you officiate, high school or below. Additionally, we offer game fee reimbursement coverage for just $7 per member. This optional insurance will reimburse $50 per game, for up to $2,000 per year. So basically, for the cost of one Starbucks coffee, you are covered in the event of an injury. Our flagship product is the IAABO Handbook. There is truly no other publication like it out there, and the only way to get your hands on it is to be an IAABO member. At the front of the handbook is the IAABO Rules Guide. Intended to be used as a companion to the rules and casebooks, the Rules Guide contains 20 chapters and groups the rules together in a logical and comprehensive manner, eliminating the need for officials to jump around from rule to find the definition, penalty, and plays that relate to a specific rule. In the IAABO Rules Guide, you will find everything in one place. A rule is explained in plain English, then the penalty is listed, and lastly relevant play situations are listed immediately afterward to give an in-game example of how the rule applies. It has color diagrams, as well as tables and charts to aid with comprehension. Next are the Crew of 2 and Crew of 3 manuals. Also in full color, The manuals are comprehensive guides for both crew of 2 and crew of 3 officiating. Captioned color diagrams clearly illustrate every officiating concept you can think of, and likely some you haven't thought of before. Written by our team of co-coordinators of interpreters, the manuals are a gold mine of information. Most recently, we have added tableside manuals for both crew of 2 and 3, since many of our members use tableside mechanics. Moving on with another member benefit, we have our periodicals. Our Sportorials is a 16 to 20 page publication published 6 times a year, containing a variety of articles, human interest stories, and news relating to what's happening around IAABO land. Articles are written by our members, who are compensated for their contributions. The Inside the Lines publication is a newsletter delivered directly to each member's inbox. Published weekly during the season and bi-weekly during the off-season, it highlights a mechanic and play from our video playbook, and news stories published about our members across the country and even around the world. Our pregame aids are invaluable resources. One of the most used is our pregame conference card. Printed on heavy cardstock with a glossy finish, this bifold card outlines everything you could possibly need to cover in a pregame conference. The diagrams are handy visual references to remind the crew of keys to success. Each year, the card is reviewed and revised with rules, changes, and points of emphasis, and each member receives the updated version with their handbook. The Apparel Document is another invaluable tool. We took to heart the old adage, "A picture is worth 1,000 words," when we produced this pregame aid. Being the fashion police is never easy, but with this document, you can know for certain what is legal and what is not when it comes to equipment, uniforms, and apparel. The rules changes are highlighted in yellow each year to make them easier to reference. This document is available for download from the members area of the website. Many officials print it out and stick it in their gear bag so they always have it wherever they go. While these are not intended for officials, you will certainly benefit from them if you hand them out. Our scorers and timers cards clearly list their respective duties and responsibilities. These documents are also available for download from our members area. Many boards email them to all the schools they cover, asking the athletic administrators to print copies and keep them at the table. The positioning checklists are the final pregame aids we provide. These are helpful to use in your pregame conference or just for personal reference to remind you of some of the key aspects of officiating in the different positions before you go out on the court. Another major benefit with your IAABO membership is access to RefQuest Plus. As an individual, you could subscribe to RefQuest for $20 per year. As an IAABO member, it is free. All you need to do is request access. 2 to 3 times per week, plays are released where you have the opportunity to make the call. Optionally, you can enter comments about your ruling. TJ Halliday and the other co-coordinators provide detailed explanations for the correct rulings and address the mechanics and signals used. All of the plays are archived in the IAABO group and can be searched by topic and viewed over and over. Be sure to email Donnie Epley and request to subscribe to RefQuest Plus. The Video Playbook is a comprehensive library of over 200 videos of plays, categorized by rule. Each video is shown in real time and then captioned to explain how the rule applies in that specific situation. These videos are accessible from the members-only area of the website. Ongoing education is one of our pillars. IAABO Academy was launched last year with a series of 18 courses divided into 100, 200, and 300 level series. There are 3 rules-related presentations and 3 mechanics-related presentations in each series. These videos are available in the members-only area of the website. Let's watch a preview of the Mechanics 301 course, given by interpreter John Rafferty from Massachusetts.
global message that you want to promote as officials is respect, understanding, and forgiveness. And that is in your workplace, that's in your home, hopefully, and that's what we as the guardians of the game should bring to the game. Respect for the game, understanding, and forgiveness where it's warranted. Forgiveness does not mean being a pushover either, or getting run over. How you communicate with players, coaches, bench personnel, table, are all vital in keeping the game under control, and you are always being watched. To get respect, you've got to show respect, and show the same respect that you feel that you deserve. Remember, coaches have their job and their passion, and they're going to be biased, and you have your job, and hopefully your passion is to get the rulings right and to be the best official you possibly can. You've got to be under control. You've got to be the professional. You have got to be approachable when everything falls around you. Officials ask me, how do I move up the ladder? John Adams said this from the NCAA many years ago, but it really stuck with me. Manage major moments.
Each September, we have our fall seminar. This year, it will be held in Albany, New York. Registration for the seminar is free. All you have to do is get there. IAABO negotiates very reasonable hotel rates for our group. The main theme is Train the Trainer, but this seminar is open to every IAABO member. We will give a few more details about it in the next section. Finally, we have our official schools. These schools are geared toward officials with 1 to 5 years of experience and are held during the summer. The IAABO Foundation has scholarships available for our official schools. Applications can be obtained from our office. Combined, our benefits help officials cultivate the intangibles needed to be successful. They will help to sharpen your physical, mental, communication, and leadership skills. They will hone your decision-making abilities, equip you to navigate the waters of adversity, help to instill self-control and discipline, cultivate the proper attitude an official should have by being a positive advocate for our avocation, knowing that every game matters to someone. And lastly, our primary goal through our benefits is to promote integrity, always doing the right thing, even when it's difficult and even when no one is watching. What about our boards? When a group of at least 30 officials wish to combine to form a local board, a whole other realm of benefits become available. The basic structure of a board consists of a president, a secretary, a treasurer, and an interpreter, although the secretary and treasurer positions can be held by the same person. With those officers and a total of at least 30 members, you can form a board. In addition to all the individual member benefits, there are many board-specific benefits available. From administrative support such as the online registration system where you can track your members, to dedicated contacts for rules-related questions, turnkey PowerPoint presentations, exams, and much, much more. Let's have a look at those benefits in greater detail. As you can see toward the bottom of our org chart, the secretaries fall under the direction of Donnie Epley, our Director of Membership and Technology, and the interpreters fall under the direction of TJ Halliday, our Director of Learning and Development. Our online member registration and management system is called RefSec. This is where the board secretaries will register members and manage new members who come in through IAABO University. There is even an option for you to collect your dues through RefSec from your members, simplifying that whole process. Your roster can be sorted and filtered, and then exported to Excel for easy offline reference. Directors and offices theft recovery insurance is at the local board's expense and is strongly recommended. If your board is interested in this coverage, IAABO has a preferred provider with whom we can connect you if you so choose. You always have the option of using your own provider at your discretion. At least twice each year, a Secretaries Roundtable, led by our Director of Membership and Technology, is held via Zoom. An in-person meeting is also held at the fall seminar. This is an opportunity for secretaries to ask questions and discuss best practices. When our interpreters have questions, these are their resources. IAABO's 4 co-coordinators of interpreters are some of the best basketball rules minds in the country. They all are either currently serving or have served on the NFHS Rules Committee. Lane Drexel is from Board 11 in Delaware, TJ Halliday is from Board 20 in Maine, Dan Shepherdson is from Board 105 in Vermont, and David Smith is from Board 4 in Colorado. As you can see, the co-coordinators are spread out across the country, and each assigned different geographic locations. When you form a board, you are assigned a co-coordinator whom you can contact whenever in doubt about a rule or mechanic. They communicate constantly amongst themselves to ensure IAABO's slogan of one rule, one interpretation is upheld. Interpreters also have recourse to Zooms held specifically for them on various themes throughout the basketball season. If you can't join the call, or if you just want to review what was said, those Zooms are all posted in the interpreters area of our website. Our fall seminars are the highlight of our year. Thursday features a golf event and early registration. Friday starts bright and early, kicking off a schedule packed with presentations by our organization's top clinicians. The primary target audience is our interpreters, but as mentioned before, the seminar is open to and free for all IAABO members. Throughout summer, our clinicians prepare presentations on a wide range of topics established by our co-coordinators. The clinicians then each have about 25 minutes to train the trainers on their topic, since every presentation is made available to interpreters at the conclusion of the seminar. In short, this means more than 15 turnkey presentations, complete with video, slide animations, etc., are made available to our interpreters every year, who can choose from the variety of topics, according to what they want to emphasize with their boards. Those presentations are posted on our website for download from the interpreters area. Interpreters are free to edit or combine presentations however they see fit. Our only requirement is that the IAABO branding be kept on the slides. Perhaps one of the biggest benefits for boards is our IAABO University suite of products. We have taken all the prep work out of training by providing comprehensive online tools that are available 24/7, 365. First is our Junior IAABO program. Designed to be taught in a group setting, as an elective in school or as an extracurricular program, Junior IAABO is a condensed version of our full certification course, targeting juniors and seniors in high school. A fully narrated, no prep course, complete with a teacher's guide, 4 quizzes, and a final exam, Junior IAABO can be taught by anyone with a basic knowledge of basketball. This program has gained quite a bit of traction, as schools and recreation departments are offering it in an effort to combat the officiating shortage. Many programs have successfully trained high school students who have gone on to immediately officiate at the middle school level and below. The cost is minimal, just $15 per student. Junior IAABO lays the perfect foundation for our full certification program that students can take once they turn 18. Our primary courses are the high school rules and mechanics courses. Our logo and color scheme is gold, because IAABO is the gold standard for officiating instruction. Available 24/7, 365 to capture the interest of prospects as soon as they express it. Prospective officials can take the theory aspects year-round, instead of having to wait for a traditional course held in the fall. Since its launch in 2017, IAABO has trained more than 6,000 officials with IAABO University. The Rules course features 20 lessons that mirror the 20 chapters of our Rules Guide. Each lesson features clear pictures, animation, and video clips to teach every nuance of the rules. Each lesson is followed by a quiz that students must score at least 80% on before they can move to the next lesson. In 2023, we launched the Crew of 2 course, which covers the mechanics of 2-person officiating. In 2024, the Crew of 2 will become a required part of the IAABO University training for all new officials. It certainly cannot replace on-court training. However, it lays the theoretical groundwork for new officials so when they do get out on the floor for training, they already have a firm grasp of the vocabulary and concepts, which significantly decreases their on-court learning curve. We are very excited to announce that this summer, 2024, we will release the Crew of 3 course, an advanced course for our more experienced officials. It is comprehensive and covers not only the Crew of 3 mechanics and switches, but more advanced principles for covering screens, drives to the basket, and others. Both the Crew of 2 and Crew of 3 are offered in tableside or opposite side versions, according to the mechanics used in your state. Like the Rules course, the mechanics courses are also broken down into 20 lessons and include a final exam. We also have the Women's Collegiate edition of the Rules course, developed by our Women's Collegiate Basketball Officiating Organization, or WCBOO for short. WCBOO has two options, a 24/7, 365 self-paced option like all our other courses, as well as a cohort-based option that runs each fall. For those ready to move on to the next level in their basketball officiating career, this course is the place to start. Immerse yourself in the women's collegiate rules and gain advice on how to make that jump from high school to the college game. If you'd like to preview our IAABO University suite of products, visit www.trainyourofficials.com. We also provide written exams each year that boards can use to recertify their members. Our Academy exam is intended for first to third or fourth year officials. It features 50 rules-related questions and 10 mechanics-based questions. Our refresher exam features 75 questions that are a bit more challenging, intended for the more veteran officials. If you prefer for your officials to take the test online, we can set that up for your board as well. Otherwise, these tests and answer keys are provided to the interpreters in electronic format. In addition to the rules exams, we also develop Crew of 2 and Crew of 3 mechanics exams. Like the rules exams, these are prepared by our Rules Examination Committee and then vetted by our co-coordinators to ensure accuracy. These are also provided with the answer keys in electronic format to the interpreters of each board. Another benefit is our innovative game simulator. You've heard of flight simulators and medical simulators. Well, the game simulator uses the same approach. It takes you through a game from the pre-game conference in the locker room, through overtime and the post-game with your partners. Through the use of video and questions, officials are faced with multiple real-life scenarios and have to make the correct ruling. It always addresses rules, changes, and points of emphasis. Another great feature of the game simulator is that it is completely customizable, according to how much time you have or what you need to emphasize with your board. Interpreters receive a link to create their own copy and then can change it as they see fit. IAABO has also developed comprehensive floor test and observer forms. Standardize your floor testing programs with our Crew of 2 and Crew of 3 forms. We also have an online Google form that you can fill out after observing an official. It covers everything from the jump ball to free throw administration, positioning as trail, center, and lead, and everything in between. Once you submit the form, you will be emailed a 4-page report, which you can then email to the official you observed. Let's talk value. How much bang do you get for your buck? Now that you've heard about all our benefits, what do you think this is worth? Our members receive all these benefits for just $35 per year. Join now. Email info@iaabo.org for information on how to join the greatest basketball officials organization in the world.